How's it going, YouTube? It's 523 Company, here to give you a 3x3 AO12. I'm going to have all the stats in the end of the video, so just watch for the stats in the end. And yeah, so the topic for today is cubing a short film and the meaning behind it. And I'm starting right away because it's going to be a really long one. I like the meaning behind it. So in the beginning, you see the messy room. Really, you see like jackets on the floor, homework scattered, and your bed unmade and stuff like that. It kind of represents making your bed and putting up jackets is less important than solving the cube. You'd rather be doing that instead of doing something that you're probably gonna grab at the end of the day or something like that. And then the homework scattered just means you don't want to like do your homework right away after you get at home from school. You just want solve. So that's kind of the meaning behind it. And then you see like the lava lamp, and the lava lamp has a lot of meaning in this video because in the beginning it just turned on. It's the spark that started you to cube, and it's the very first solve that you've ever done, and so that has like the meaning behind it, like you're just getting started. There's going to be a lot more solves in your future, and you don't know that you're going to be speed solving like you are today. You just know that something is going to happen that's going to impact your life a lot. And then you see like cubes on the desk, and you see like the cubes in the basket, and the cubes in the basket, they like represent the original Rubik's cubes, and you're like, I don't want to give them away because they were kind of what started me to get cubing, so I'm just gonna keep them away kind of safe in this little basket, but not with my speed cubes and stuff like that. And then you see the cubes on the desk, and that kind of represents you don't feel like putting them away in your bin or whatever you do with them at the end of the day. You just want to keep them on your desk because they're so important to you that you're going to take them out in the morning or like whenever you do take them out. So why put them away? Just keep them on your desk. Instead of having like homework or computers or whatever you do put on your desk, you'd rather put cubes on them. And then you see like the glowing cube, or like my Rubik's Touch cube, and it kind of represents cubes. They're not necessarily just toys. They're also cool decorations, cool displays, because the Rubik's Touch cube, it glows, and it changes, it scrambles itself, and it solves itself a lot, and so it just looks really cool, pretty sweet. So that's kind of why I keep it up there. Then you see the drinks, stuff like that, and it just kind of shows you're gonna keep up food and drinks up here because you're gonna be in your room for a while solving the cube. Why you go downstairs and waste time getting a drink or something like that when you could just be in your room with a drink or food, so you don't have to go downstairs and waste time. Then you see like my red board, I call it, which is a dry erase board, and it has like all my goals on there, and it has like you can do it, and so it kind of motivates you put your goals somewhere up in your room. I'm gonna get this time before this date or whatever. Just kind of a motivational thing that you keep in your room, just so you have something to work for you, so you're not just just solving the cube. And then you start seeing me mix up the cubes, and that kind of represents you're gonna be solving the cube thousands of times. So one thing you have to do with the cube is you have to scramble it. So you're going to be scrambling cubes, over and over and over again. And that's what's going to get you to be the speed cuber that you are today, is you scrambling the cube thousands of times. So that's just kind of what it represents, It's kind of your start to speed solving, is scrambling the cube over and over again. Then you see the lava lamp growing. It's not a huge growth, it's just a little small bump. But it still means something because you're starting to get a hold of what speed cubing means. You're like, oh, okay, so this is what it means to, solve the cube fast. So, technically I'm a speed solver. Wow, this is cool. I'm gonna start getting into this. So, that's just kind of what it means, starting to get the feel of speed cubing. And then you start seeing, you see me, you don't see the cube, but it's being scrambled because you hear it in the background. And so, yeah, it's something, to think about. It's like, you see my face and you see it, or it can be anyone's face. It means kind of like determination. You're focused in on the solve for that time, or for the scramble. And then you see like the drawing of the Rubik's cube, and that just means like you're gonna spend a lot of your time solving cubes. You might as well draw it. I mean, when you're bored in school, you're probably going to be doodling it, because you know after school you're going to be solving the cube. And if you're wondering, I didn't actually draw it. That was a friend of mine. I'm not that good. And then, yeah, you see my name, just, for decoration. Then you see a quick snippet of a solve, nothing really too big there for meaning behind it. Then you see, my face again, and it looks a little bit more determined. You see a lot of, focused in on the solve, because I'm solving it because you hear the cube in the background and stuff like that. So, I'm just focused in on that solve. And, just, you're not like listening to someone else talk. You're like, oh, what's that going on? You're focused in on solving the cube as fast as you can, that certain scramble. And then you see the lava lamp grow even more than it was before. I mean, it's like started heating up a lot. So, it kind of means that you've grasped the meaning of speed cubing and you're starting to get really fast. I mean, you're not necessarily solving it every day, but you're not necessarily not solving it like every other day, if you know what I mean. And then you see, like, me hitting the space bar after, like, finishing solving a cube. And I just thought that looked really cool in Cubix's practice video, so I thought I'd try it out. And it came out really well. After that, you see a solve, and it's actually, like, the really good time, because you can tell by, like, the speed of the solve and stuff like that. And so, it kind of shows you, like, you do have those awesome days. You have those awesome days where you solve the cube so fast, you're in shock with yourself. So, it just kind of motivates you to go the distance, to get it as fast as you can. And then you get, those bad times. And the next solve was a bad time for me, and, just it doesn't mean give up. It means work hard, because you can get there and get faster solves and stuff like that. So, that's just kind of the meaning behind it, don't give up just because of that one bad solve. Just keep going. And, yeah. Next, you see, like, my face, and you see my eyes closed, and then it goes to this cube, and it says sub 12 2012, and you kind of can tell that I'm envisioning a sub 12 2012, and so then I open my eyes, and I'm ready. I'm determined to solve it in under 12 seconds for an average really soon. And then you see, like, me try to solve a cube, and, it's determined. You can tell that I'm working hard to, get it there. And then you see, like, this whole pile of cubes, and they're all scrambled. And then you see the camera zoom in to this one cube in the middle, and it's my first ever Rubik's Cube. And it's almost an awe-striking moment, because this is the very first cube that you ever got, and it's what started you. It's what made you who you are today, is a speed solver, because that one little Rubik's Cube, that one day you solved it, it's almost like an awesome moment, because, after that, you zoom out and you see all these cubes, and you never would have thought that you would get all these cubes. You never thought you would get a 7x7 or 11x11 just because you solved the 3x3 once. But, it's almost like a crazy moment, because, that Rubik's Cube that you have, it's like it's like changed your life forever. So it's a really powerful moment there, I think. And then you see the full lava lamp, and you see it's fully grown, I guess, and then, it flows really well and stuff like that, because it's complete. And so, you can always turn off the lava lamp, you can always stop cubing, but, it just depends on when you want to stop. And I'm not going to stop anytime soon, I don't think. I may take breaks, but I'm not going to stop cubing. But yeah, just kind of meaning behind it. And then you see the last solve, and it's a cutoff, because you don't know if it's going to be your best solve ever, you don't know if it's going to be your worst solve ever. You're just going to have to find out for yourself. So yeah. And again, for the lava lamp, it's just, if you guys don't get the meaning behind it, I'll be happy to make another video telling you guys about it. But yeah. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. And yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, favorite, and comment on here as well. Be sure to check out Cubing, a short film. And be sure to subscribe to my channel, Y2 Theater Company. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.